What up, fight fans and family? It's your boy Big Zan coming at you with another boxing video. So, we finally got to see Jermell Charlo grace the square ring with that man Brian Castano, and I gotta say, they did not disappoint. Definitely a Fight of the Year candidate, one of the better fights I've seen in a while. Man, we've been getting lucky with the fight game. That's all I gotta say in that matter. With Fundora and Lubin doing what they did, now we got Charlo and Castano really going to war over 10 rounds. Ultimately, though, the better man won. Like I said, I saw Jermell Charlo knocking him out, and that's exactly what the hell happened. Jermell Charlo, like I said, when them Lions got a point to prove, they really go in there and prove it. You got to look at their track record when they got a mean streak or problems with the guy they going at. And he did not disappoint. I know he was mad about his last performance against the likes of Brian Castano, saying he arguably lost that fight. In my eyes, I had it in favor of Castano, but the boxing guys gave him another shot. And he took it, and he improved. He did what he was supposed to do. He came out that fight a way better guy. He made the necessary adjustments like I knew he would with Derrick James in his corner. You know, that's the same trainer of Errol Spence. Man, what he doing with these guys from Texas is something to marvel about. Yeah, Spence has always been a monster, but Derrick James has a lot to do with that. But let's talk about the fight. So Castano had the same game plan as last time. You know, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Just Charlo changed up his game plan. He did a lot more moving this time around, a lot more boxing. He had Castano hurt often, man, a lot of times throughout the fight, and a lot of people caught on to that. Errol Spence caught on it, Derrick James caught on it. Errol Spence would tell him, man, you just got to be calm but go after him, because like, man, you don't hurt him so many times. Derrick James told him too, he's like, man, you don't like hurt Castano at least 3 times. He was telling him in the corner, it's like, you got to press on the gas. Like, he ain't saying go out there and like throw bombs every second, but like when you hurt him, you know, throw some calculated aggression to the mix. You know what I'm saying? Throw some calculated punching into the mix. You know, you got the power. Charlo arguably has the most power down at 154, even with the KOs he got with wins, you know. And that has something to do with Derrick James. Ever since he got with Derrick James, man, he been knocking people out. He's sitting down on his punches. His punch selection is better. But that being said, man, he was boxing Castano. And he gave him too much respect a couple times in different rounds. It was a real back and forth battle. Castano had good success, real good success. If it would have went to round 12, it could have went either way. But Charlo had a real sound movement. His footwork was superb, a lot of movement. His gas tank, man, we gotta talk about his endurance. Being able to move like that and throw them punches and them shots, man, him and Spence got some engines. Because any other boxer would have been tired. Mark my words. We saw Canelo tired at round 5 against Dimitri Bivol. These dudes can fight like that. I'm convinced they 15-round fighters like it used to be back in the old. He was not getting tired. Staying off the ropes. Using his reach, his range, his superior power. Good. Using his boxing IQ. He wasn't trading as much as he was last time on the ropes. You know, I remember I said that was one of the things he was doing against Castano. That's a no-no. You know, you don't trade against a guy who's pushing you into the ropes so he can have success on the ropes. But this time, even when he was on the ropes, he was like, he did choose a trade. He was outlanding Castano, but he wasn't staying there. Like he'd get a shot off, maybe an overhand right, and he'll circle around to the ring, reset. You know, and he made the necessary adjustments for this fight, man. Knocked Castano out like I saw it. And it was a short punch. Exactly what Derrick James was telling him the whole night, man. Shorten your punches up. He's like, everything's gonna come from here. Like, don't be going all type of overhand rights, overhand left. Once you come from here, them overhand rights and them overhand lefts gonna open up, and that's exactly what happened. I want to say he threw like a right to the body or a jab to the body, and one up top with a short overhand left, but it was here. And it hit Castano clean. Delayed reaction, I don't think that's the hardest punch he got hit with in the fight. It can't be. It's just like how he got hit right there at the temple. delayed reaction. I want to say like a good 3 seconds. He stood up after it and then collapsed to the ground. You know, just showing you how devastating a puncher Jermell Charlo is. But the young man did what he was supposed to do. He undisputed now, 154. It ain't no more debating whether this man should be in a pound for pound or not no more. Like, these guys been keeping him off that list for years. And he been cleaning up at 154. Him and his brother don't did a lot of work up down there. But Charlo, Jermell Charlo, small Charlo, is definitely now has to be on that pound for pound list. You got guys like Chocolatito, guys who don't lost flat out, not even avenge the losses, on there still. And you telling me this man, this probably the second or third deepest division in boxing, right behind welterweight, is not on there? Yeah, now he has to be on there. Ain't no discussion about it. But yo, good fight, man. Good fight in general. And like I said, man, Ennis did what he was gonna do. I told y'all, man. I told y'all Ennis is nothing. He's a problem. The man is a problem. That brother from Philly is a problem. Like, round 2, he stopped Clayton. And Clayton probably threw 2 punches the whole fight. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, the amount of pressure that Ennis put on Clayton is ridiculous. You can see Clayton was just focusing on not getting knocked out. He ended up getting knocked out in round 2. Like, Jaron Ennis came out. You could tell he was like getting himself warmed up, psyched up. You know, in the first few rounds, a couple jabs there, a lot of jabs from him. Jab to the body, jab to the head. Very fast, man. His stance was so wide too, because he got that speed and them reflexes. He can do that. But yeah, a lot of people saying, man, Castillo Clayton ain't throwing no punches. The same thing they say about Errol Spence opponents. Why Uga's not throwing no punch? You got to understand the amount of pressure a fighter like Errol Spence or Jaron Ennis will put on you. Especially Jaron Ennis, he's a little bigger than Errol Spence, a little bit more reach. Like, it's different to see what's going wrong in the ring, and it's different to be in there and actually witness the pressure that the other fighter is putting on you. You know, feel it. You know, feel his punches. Feel that overhand right graze by you. Like, damn. If I would got hit with that, I'm on the ground. You know, we can say what we want, but we don't know what was going through Castillo Clayton's mind. Needless to say, he was knocked out. In his left, like I want to say, towards the middle of round 2, he had a double jab with the left, overhand right. Clayton dipped, trying to get under the right, but Ennis angled it, and it went down towards his temple, knocking him out. I knew it was a knockout too, because it was so quick, and it wasn't too much power in it. It was just where it hit him at. Clayton tried to get to his feet, but he couldn't do nothing. A lot of people don't like the fact that after he got knocked out, he went over and was like, "Hey man, you got me with that one. Like, good fight, man. Good punch. Like, I had to fight you. I had to fight you." He kept saying that, "I had to fight you." Nobody wanted to fight you. You know, I don't think he should have said all that, because now people gonna like start drawing conclusions about Ennis' performance, probably trying to take away from it, saying stuff about Clayton, because Clayton is a good fighter, man, especially at 147. But Ennis, like I said, man, he only number 3 in the world. And it's a toss-up. He fight Crawford or Spence. I favor Spence and Crawford still, because I know what they can do at the top level. But I would like to see Ennis jump up now, man. Let's get a Keith Thurman in there. You know? Let's get a Danny Garcia in there. Let's get a Stanionis in there. Let's get a Virgil Ortiz in there. I love to see that. But I don't think them guys gonna call him out, especially what he just did. They gonna be avoiding his butt. Like, he ain't getting, he probably ain't gonna get no real fight, no real competition to Spence and Crawford lead, and them belts open up, I mean. They become vacant. And you'll have people having to fight for the vacant belts, and that's the only reason they're gonna get in the ring with them. But, you know, Ennis did what he was supposed to do. Like I said, very different guy. He did switch hitting in there. I think he knocked him out in the second stance he was in. But yeah, man, Ennis something serious. Like I said, frightening. The same aura that Spence had, just dangerous, boogeyman. I'm the king of this division, even though I ain't got a belt. You know, anybody can get it type energy. And like I said, I know he gonna see Crawford and Spence, just not at 147. He'll see him at 154. But on that note, man, it's your boy Big Zan. Lovely weekend of boxing. Glad I predicted how they went, because a lot of people didn't have Jermell knocking out Castano. I knew he would. And And on that note, like, share, subscribe. I'll catch y'all with another one. See y'all in my next vid. Peace.